season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First and 10, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Mark Andrews.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First down, Ravens.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Second and 12. Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over, first and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it first and 10 at their 38. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He's tackled at
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On play action, Allen. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
41-yard line.
Allen going to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the 42-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On play action, Allen. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Scotty Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking for
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson completes it to Hardman. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And a Raven first down.
A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1.
Raven 7.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 81 yards. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
Bring it, baby, bring it!
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to fire one. Deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. And this is up and good to put them up by a point. It's 15-14.
Makes the score Browns 15. Ravens.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Not much there, only a yard.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Second and 11. From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
On the tackle.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Allen off the play fake. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory.
57-yard gain.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. The 40, the 30, 20, 10, 5, and he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be intense. You are going to get jumped on for not making it all the way to the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Here's Allen to throw it. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Scotty Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the... Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Under pressure, they got him again. Andrew Billings never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They go play action now. Jackson airing this one out for Evans. He's got a man complete. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Operating from the gun, Jackson. It's worth noting. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Allen now, off the play fake. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Allen. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquise Goodwin. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Makes the score Browns 36, Ravens 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
The Ravens will...
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up second.
Off play action. Allen.
24-yard line.
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
Now Allen, off play action.
At the 40-yard line.
Buying time to his left. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
On the keeper.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Allen off the play fake. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
1st and 10.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
33-yard line.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
And a Raven first down.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This time, Jackson will throw it. Dancing to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started, and their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Queen on the tackle.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ravens 29.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
1st and 10.
That goes for a gain of 31. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hold.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 49-yard gain. On
so now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Jackson.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. From the gun, Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kevin King with a pick. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
56. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Going up top for Miller. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Complete.
A good pickup there at 22.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Jackson will throw again. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
To Mike Evans.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Browns' 4-yard line.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line.
On the handoff.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Off the play fake, Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
1st down, Baltimore.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete.